Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today I'm going to give you my monthly update for the Flying Stars chart of November, or as we know it in Chinese, in the Chinese calendar, that would be the month of the Earth Pig, the Jihai month. And the November month in the Chinese calendar goes from November 7th all the way to December 5th. So it's not the Western November, it's a Chinese November month. November 7th to the 5th of December. And it is called, at least this year, it is the Earth Pig month. Now, the Flying Stars chart for the month is easy to get or easy to check in your own home. So when you stand in the center of your home, just hold out a compass. You can use the compass app on your mobile phone and check where you have all of these sectors in your home. Where's the south, the north, the east, the west, and so on. And once you know that, you can then refer to this video and refer to the sectors that I'm going to talk about now. Now, we are mostly concerned here with the bigger numbers that you see here in all the quadrants. We call them palaces. So these are the monthly flying stars, and the smaller numbers are the annual stars. Now, they do have an interaction with each other, of course, and that can make one sector very positive or very negative or just kind of so-so. But in the monthly update, we focus mostly on the monthly flying stars. Now, this particular month, we have two sectors that are really, really good and that you should definitely make use of. The first one is the northeast sector. There we have the monthly number 8, and the monthly number 8 is considered the monthly wealth star. And we use this star if we want to just boost our cash flow a little bit. So if you're working from home, then it would be best if you work in the northeast sector, if you can actually place yourself there. And you will see that even though you may get more work, but with that additional extra work will also come more money. So you will be extra busy. Now, this particular sector, because it has a very, very auspicious interaction with the annual star as well, is a great sector for romance, for happy relationships, and especially for newlyweds. So if you happen to have your bedroom here, this is great. It will be a great month for you. And if you are single and you are sleeping in this sector, you will also have the potential to meet your significant other. Yeah, while when you spend as much time as possible in this particular sector. And overall, spending time in the Northeast this month will just give you a happier outlook on life. You will feel better about yourself, about your work, your friends, your future. You will just feel like you have a lot of motivation and inspiration. The second sector that is really auspicious this month is the south sector. Here we've got the monthly star number 9. And this is also considered a wealth star, but more on a long-term basis. So this is a great star for partnerships, for mergers, for business development, and especially in combination with the annual star. There, it really brings a lot of business opportunities. And if you are in talks with someone to enter into a partnership, and you want to sign an agreement, do that in the south sector. Again, if you're working from home and you can't work in the northeast, using the south is also a great option. So you can also do that, and you will see that it will be financially beneficial for you to do so. Having the bedroom here is also great. The number 9 flying stars is generally the one of happiness and joy and celebration. So it's overall a really, really positive sector. Both the Northeast and the South do not have any negative side effects when you use them. Now, the next one we're looking at is the Northwest. So here we have the number 6. The number 6 star is one that helps you advance in your career. So if you are looking for a new job, if you're writing your CV, or if you are maybe you're having a Zoom interview or a phone interview, then do it from the northwest sector, because this particular star gives you an air of authority and helps you boost your image. Now, sleeping here may not be so great because in combination with the annual number 7, it creates a lot of jealousy and rivalry. So if you're a couple and you're sleeping here, this will not be the best month. You may just have experience a lot of tension. But if you're using it for career purposes, just for this particular month, and you're looking for a job or you want to be promoted, then any activity related to this goal of yours should be done in the northwest sector. Then we're moving to the north where we have the annual number 1. Now, generally speaking, the number 1 star is also one that is very auspicious. We like it because it brings helpful people into our lives and it helps us to study. So if you are studying for an exam, or if you have children who can't really focus on their homework, you can put them in the north sector this month. It's also a good energy to have if you are if you're looking for helpful people, if you're looking for mentors, if you are looking to expand your network, anything that has to do with connections to other people, making phone calls, writing emails, do that from the north sector. That brings a lot of people into your life that are helpful to you in the long run. Maybe not immediately, but it's always good to expand your network. And if you want to do that, do it from the north sector this month. Now, the number 4, generally speaking, a positive star, especially for romance and also for academic luck. So if you need to study. But because it is located in the southeast, and in the southeast we have the annual number 5, which is called the Calamity Star, so not something so great, you've got to be a little bit careful. If you want to study for an exam and that's all you do in the southeast, then that's fine. You can definitely do that there. But I would say maybe be careful with shifting furniture around in the southeast regardless. Even though the number 4 is not the problem, the number 5 is something that we want to be aware of. So studying there or doing something that just requires focus is fine, but it's not really suitable for any other activity. And then we've got the 3 problem sectors of the month. So that would be the southwest with the number 2. Now, the number 2 is the monthly illness star. It is not really dangerous for anybody who is healthy or relatively young and in a good physical constitution. Then it's absolutely fine. You don't need to worry even if you sleep there. But it's not an advisable sector to spend a lot of time in if you are chronically ill, if you are pregnant, or if you have a small infant. So don't let a baby sleep in this particular sector during the month of the Earth Pig, because this can create a lot of health issues. So the southwest should be avoided for all those who are a little bit vulnerable from a health perspective. Now, if a couple is sleeping here with this combination, the 2 and 3 combo, that may also lead to a lot of friction. The 2-3 combo leads to arguments. And so you may start arguing about things that you've never argued before, and you will just find something to nitpick over, regardless what it is. Yeah. Now, if you happen to have your master bedroom here, then and if you can't move, then just be aware of what fights you are picking with your partner. It may just not be worth it. Yeah, really hold your tongue, even if it may be difficult sometimes. But during this particular month, really be careful, because otherwise there is a high risk that you create a massive argument out of absolutely nothing whatsoever. And then we have the East sector. Now, the East sector is the argument sector of the month. So quite similar to this combination here, 2 and 3. You see, we've got the 3 here. Here we've got the 3 as the monthly star. So this can also create some argument and some friction. However, you can use this star to your advantage. The reason we start arguing is very often because we voice out our opinion. Now, if you are someone who tends to be a little bit timid and a little bit shy and has low self-confidence, spending time in the East would actually be quite a good thing, because that will help you find the courage to speak up. It's also a star that you can use if you just need to get motivated. Yeah, sometimes we just don't feel it. Yeah, we don't have the mojo. We're not motivated at all. So if that is you in November, then spend more time in the East. And the East will make you feel like you got to do something, you got to be places, you've got things to do. So suddenly you will become more active. You may become also more opinionated in the process, but never mind. Yeah, as long as you're actually doing something. And then lastly, we've got the West sector with the number 7. Now, the number 7 is called the Robbery Star, but also the Disagreement Star. So it can lead to you losing items or things will go missing. So be extra careful if you do spend a lot of time here, that you always know where your valuable belongings are. So if you do happen to work in this sector or you sleep in this sector, you spend a lot of time here, then when you go out, make sure that you always know where your valuables are and that you hold on to them tightly, because this energy will create situations where you tend to lose things or where things will be taken from you. So you got to be careful. And if your kitchen happens to be in the West sector, be very careful with fire hazards. Generally speaking, don't light candles in the West in November, because the number 7 also stands for fire hazards. So be a little bit careful with that. And especially if it is your kitchen where you do cook, you have a stove, so make sure that the stove is always off when you don't use it. And if you're cooking with gas, then even more careful this month. All right, so this is the Flying Stars forecast for the month of November, which is the month of the Earth Pig. Make sure to make use of the South and the Northeast, and I will see you in my next forecast in December.